Hi, everybody. Welcome to another research workshop. I'm Virginia, and I'm one of the many librarians at Allen Hancock College. I'm very excited that you're here to watch this video, which will focus on how to find your textbooks as well as navigating the OneSearch catalog. So here we are on the library's main page. You can get there from the Allen Hancock website and clicking on the library link at the top of the screen. And I'm going to guide you to the side panel in just a moment. But before we get there, I want to point out this super helpful chat function. It is staffed by one of our friendly librarians. So anytime that you see a green button here, it means that we are currently online. You can also check out our hours that are posted here. For chat, they will be at the bottom. So whenever you have a question, whether it's related to your textbooks or research or anything in between, please make sure that you reach out. So as I mentioned, we're here to focus on finding textbooks. We're going to scroll down our library's main page and go under the research section of the left side menu. And there are multiple ways of finding textbooks, depending on the kind of textbook that you have. So first, we're going to look at this first link that is listed right below the library catalog, textbooks. And it'll take you to this guide. If you are interested in learning more about textbooks, please scroll down to the second bar where it describes how to check out a textbook and multiple avenues of doing so. So they mentioned the library catalog here, as well as books for Bulldogs, as well as online textbooks, and our e-book collection database called Bibliu. The first option we're going to explore is books for Bulldogs. That collection is specifically designed to have students be able to check out textbooks for the whole entirety of a semester. So if your instructor asks for a textbook before purchasing it, perhaps you'd want to take a look and see if we carry it here at the library. So we do have a guide on how to do this step by step. So please make sure that you read through this if you have any questions. Once you have put a book up for pickup, please take note of any important dates or times that might be associated with the pickup event. But if not, you might just want to head over to the library or give us a call if you have any questions, and that way we can answer anything that pops up. So we're going to go to the top here. That's just a little bit of information about books for Bulldogs. I'm going to come back to the library catalog because that's one of the ways that we will find them. So if I click on the library catalog from the main library page, it's the OneSearch bar, and this is where I can type in a title. So say I'm taking a history class. And so I can't remember the title of my book, but I remember it's history. So here at the top, you'll see that my search word is still there, but what I want to do is now narrow down my focus to just those books that might be available for semester-long checkout. So I'm going to click on books for Bulldogs. So history is my key term, or book title you can try, or author, and then select book for Bulldogs under the drop-down menu. And then you'll see that we have 19 results. There are different books that are available here. And say we were interested in finding this title specifically, The Unfinished Nation, A Concise History of the American People. That is for History 118. It's showing me that it is available in a variety of ways. So I'm going to click on the title and see what my options are for access. So here we are showing that not only do we have it as part of the Books for Bulldogs collection, where you can check it out for the remainder of the semester. If you see this, it will be located under a specific library, and then it'll say available, as well as books for Bulldogs. So that gives me all the clues needed to know that this is for sure one of those titles that I can check out for the semester. If I am interested in putting in a hold, I am going to sign in at the top here in the yellow bar. I'll enter my staff ID or student ID. And then once I'm logged in, I'll be able to see a little bit more. If this happens to you, no worries. We're going to use this as a practice run. So history, and then we'll search. We'll select the book for Bulldogs from the drop-down menu. And then we'll narrow down our results back to those 19. We'll select that book that we were interested in. And since we are now signed in, we'll be able to put in a request to pick up the book. The other option is for you to access this book digitally. So you have access to the PDF chapters, and it does tell you that you have to sign in, but also use the chapter for 2 hours and 1 user at a time. So there is a bit of a limitation with this. So in the event that you cannot find your book in Books for Bulldogs for a semester-long checkout, we're going to see what other things are available, including these digital versions of your textbook. So I'll X out of this. Again, anytime that you're looking for a Book for Bulldog item, you're going to type in the title, select Book for Bulldogs in the catalog options, and then you'll browse through, see if your title is available, and place a hold using your student ID and password. The next option is, we'll start back from the library page, is look for textbooks that are available through your class reserve section. So we'll take a look here. If we go to borrow and then borrow a textbook, we'll find the online textbook link right here. And then you'll find a list of different classes. And to stick with the example of history, we're going to scroll down and then see which classes are offering access to a textbook through this digital platform. So say your your class is listed here, you're going to click on it and then find the link to the textbook itself. So this is for History 119, History of California. The book that they're using for that class is West of the West, and it's listed here under that course. So if I click on it, I have a couple of options again. I can see that there is a digital version available, which are those PDF chapters that you can access for 2 hours at a time, 1 user at a time. And if I keep scrolling, I'll see that actually this book is also available through Books for Bulldogs. So that is that semester-long checkout. And here's yet another option, which is the Course Reserve collection. Course reserves are going to be available to use in the library only. They are the print copy of a book, and you can check them out for 2 hours at a time. So just remember that when you're looking at these different options, there will be some that will have more flexibility and others more limitations. If you are ever in doubt or forgot a step or just need a little bit of guidance, that chat function is also available to you if you have any questions. So please reach out if you do have anything that is of importance or of curiosity. Just reach out and we're here to guide you. Okay, so let's go back to the library again. And the other area where you might find access to your textbooks includes this ebook section, which is again from the main library page. Scrolling down, we'll pass the Books for Bulldogs and head down to ebooks on the left-hand side under that research section. Here you'll notice a couple of options. One of the places that I would recommend searching first for your textbook would be Bibliu. They specialize in textbooks that are available online, so ebooks. So I'll click right there. You will be prompted to log in if you haven't already. And then same as any other search bar, what you can do is just type in your title here or an author or a subject, and you'll be able to pull up any books that are available to you through the Allen Hancock Library. So let's try history one more time. And then as I type in, I'll see different options. Perhaps the class that you are taking is offering a couple of books, so you can always see what is available. So say you are taking a class that is using this textbook. You'll click on the title and then you'll see that it is available online. So there are a couple of tools at the top of the screen here. You can skip through sections and use a table of contents to find the particular chapter you're interested in. You can use the search function to type in a keyword or date or location. You can also make annotations and highlight sections or make comments. So that's kind of, if that's your process for reading through textbooks and you normally highlight a print book, then you do have the option of doing that annotation online as well. There are other tools that are available for accessibility, and those include increasing the font size or background mode. You can also have this textbook read aloud to you. So if that is something that is of interest to you, please, you might want to explore these tools. And then you can always add to your favorite or read offline. So lots of options there. We'll go back to our results. So to revisit these steps, starting from the library's main page, you're going to scroll down on the left-hand side under research. You have those textbooks options, books for bulldogs, ebooks. And then I want to show you this guide that has all the different steps that you might require in order to access something. So if you click on the guide that's below our search bar on the main library page under guide, it'll take you here and you'll have step-by-step instructions on how to access these different services. So under the library catalog on the left, you can see how to search the catalog, then specifically how to look for books for bulldogs. So this is something that has been compiled from one of our librarians, and you can follow step by step for access. You can also look at the online textbook section, and we have a video as well as some visuals to guide you through this process. So if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach us. We are here available to assist you, whether in person or via chat. We're happy to walk you through any of these processes or anything that's related to your research, citations, accessing materials, or a space to study at the library. Any of those things, we are able to help you. And if you have a question that is not library related, no worries, we'll hook you up with the department that would be able to best assist you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we hope to see you in the library soon. Bye-bye.